Hi, John.
Hi, Will.
How are you?
Oh, I'm all right, thanks. Just had my tea.
All right. That's always good to know.
Oh, I'm all right, thanks. Just had my tea.
All
Oh,
right.
right,
That's always good to know.
Sorry, I was just putting it live on YouTube, and it's how do I mute that? I'm
I'm all right, thanks. Just had my tea.
Oh, sorry, I was just putting it live on YouTube, and it's right. I think that should be okay. Right. Yeah. So, William, if you sit south.
Yep.
Okay. Just wait for the others. We're a bit early anyway, so.
Yep. Sorry I had to go last week. It was an important match that was on.
Who was it?
Borussia Dortmund versus Bayern Munich.
Oh yeah, that's an important one, that one.
Absolutely. Bayern 1-1 now.
Is Kathy not coming on Zoom, or?
She's been struggling. I think she's got a load of shit on her laptop, pardon the pun.
Right.
And it's just slowing it right up. It's taking her 21 minutes to get on Zoom.
Right.
The weather's all changing tomorrow.
Yeah, we need some rain. I can't remember last time it rained.
No, I can't. Well, I think we're definitely going to get some tomorrow.
Oh, where is everyone? Oh, here we go. Barbara. Oh, is that something else? I heard another noise. That you, Barbara?
It is.
Okay. Oh, what's going on here?
You know, when you say you want only those people to play with the partners, well,
Yeah.
how can?
Yeah, you're playing with Jane, aren't you?
I am, but how can we? If there's more than 4 of us, how can we do that?
Yeah, we can't do it. We can only do 4 at a time.
All right. I can't find you on here. I've put people up and you're not on Bridge Base.
Right. It might be something to do with the servers.
Right. Are you on casual? What are you on?
I can't remember how you go through it now.
All right, hang on.
I've
never really had trouble finding you before. Anyway, I'll try again and see if I can find you.
Something when I go on, I just go straight into people. Just log in and go straight to people.
There you are. I've got you now. Yeah, I've got it. Yes, I did the wrong thing because I was talking at the same time. So, well, there's no point in me sitting down, is there, until I know what's going on with whether Jane's coming, or I suppose if maybe Nick and Stacey log on, they can sit, can't they? So.
Yeah. I thought I'd put it live on YouTube as well, because last time Zoom seemed to be failing, so I just wondered if too many people were on Zoom.
Oh, right.
I'm just going to put that in my WhatsApp thing.
Yeah, Kathy says she's trying to get into Zoom, but not having much success at the minute.
Oh no, oh no, Lions AG. Oh, right, okay.
So if you're live on YouTube, does that mean we can talk to you on YouTube?
No, right. So Pat's playing with Ian, so I really need Ian.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I didn't sit down because neither Ian nor Jane are here. So
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't see the point.
No, yeah. Oh no. Pat is sat.
Oh, live.
We found it on YouTube. I haven't looked. All right.
Well, it's just appeared on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, live.
Yeah, it's 10 seconds behind.
On YouTube. I haven't looked. All right.
You might want to take that off.
I think I need to. Yes.
Yeah, don't have it off. I had it on before and mine had to turn it off.
Right. Okay.
Right.
What's that noise?
People logging into Zoom. I just need Nick and Stacey really to come in now.
Yeah, or Ian.
Yeah, Ian, if you want to sit down on the table because Pat's.
Or do you want me to?
Well, no, because Pat's.
No, you're
All right.
playing with me, Jane.
Am I?
Yeah,
Okay,
but-
that's fine. Right, you're playing.
that's what we'd agreed anyway.
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
that's what we agreed on. That's what we're doing on Saturday, isn't it, Jane?
Oh, yes, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot it.
What's the team like?
Log into Bridge Base online, don't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just trying to
better.
get-
Ian.
It's just.
Unless you want to do the second session, if Barbara and Jane
No,
want to go on this,
He's just
Yeah,
logging.
oh,
He's just logging on there.
if he's logged, yeah. Oh, hold on a minute. Maybe Kathy's waiting in the waiting room. Just let me get. I think how to go to the waiting room.
She is. She's just messaged.
To the waiting room.
Can I just check? Can I be heard here? I'm not sure.
Mike, yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Just
Sure. Meeting at the moment, actually.
We can see your tea.
Oh, yes. It's nice.
Can you?
Yes.
But how come I've only got the table showing on screen?
Table. It's because I'm sharing the table.
Right.
You might be able to go to options and my video doesn't work, by the way, so I can't see my
Not
beautiful
yet.
face. I
No, I
don't
can't
know
find
what's
the
going on
table.
with it.
What's it under?
If you go for Babaroo, you'll find it.
I've got Babaroth.
Oh,
Right,
Babaroo.
Kathy's not in the Zoom thing. I can't remember how you go to the waiting room. If she's in the waiting room and I haven't buzzed her in, as it, I can't think how you go to the waiting room.
Is it not John who's got the table?
Yeah, you can do that. Try that.
Yeah, John's got the table. Ian.
Yes, I'm just looking for.
Stacey keeps trying to come in.
I got it under Barbara.
What? No,
Yeah.
I'm not hosting the table.
I know, but it just came up under you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's because you sat down, maybe. Oh no, I don't.
No,
know.
I'm
No,
not
I know, I
sitting
don't
down.
know. You got it?
No.
Don't worry, we'll get underway in a bit.
Oh, if you go to the side.
Well, you know, if we
Reserve
we
people.
could play the first session and then we could get underway with it, couldn't we?
Okay.
Yeah, if you're there, if Pat, if you just want to come off the table.
Do I have to log out?
Yeah, well, no, you don't have to log out. You just click.
Just leave the table.
People here.
Oh, it's all right. I'm just gonna remove you.
Search.
There you go. I've removed you. Right, it's 2 seats now.
Right.
Barbara and Jane can sit down.
Okay.
Oh, I'm clicking the wrong screen. I'm clicking the Zoom screen instead of the other one.
Oh, I keep
dear.
doing that.
Right, okay.
Oh dear me.
Don't-
Right.
don't
Okay.
start playing yet because I've actually got some freaked out hands.
Yeah.
Just going to put people on mute.
We haven't got down to people at the side.
I've got some pre-dealt hands, so just wait on a
Go
second.
back to home. Oh.
You all. Just hold on a second. No, we're not. Right, I've just put you all on mute at the moment because it's like cutlery and everything going. Kathy can't seem to get in Zoom. So I'm just going to unmute you all. Kathy, you having trouble getting?
Offline. Try Bebaroo.
She said she was in YouTube.
Okay, so she can watch YouTube and do that, but she can't talk with me if she goes on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right, hold on a minute.
I think she's just really struggling to get into Zoom for some reason.
Is she in the waiting room? Can someone tell me how to open the waiting room? Because I don't know.
Oh no.
Stacey's phone, I met. Is Natalie?
I see what you mean.
Yes.
Natalie's an expert on it. Natalie,
Really not, but I'm Googling it for you now. Give me a second.
I just
John,
wanted
if you press participants, it should bring up the waiting room.
right. I just let's just double check. No, I've done participant. I thought that's how you did it. Maybe there's nobody in there then.
And have you got some? Is there a tab called the meeting tab or something?
Meeting tab. No, I've got.
Did you actually request a waiting room? Because I think it's optional.
Well, I'm letting people in. I'm saying admit. So I think if I don't admit, they stay in the waiting room, don't they?
They do. They do.
Yeah. So I think I've got a waiting room. I need Nick to come in. Really, where's Nick?
It's working.
Right. Okay then. So, because really, I wanted everyone to play.
Did you
with each other? So Stacey will have to play with Nat then, because Nat's the reserve.
Oh.
So what we'll do is we'll play like 5 hands, and then I've got about 10 or 11 hands. We'll play about 5 hands of this quartet, and then we'll switch over after 5. So remind me after 5 to switch over. Okay.
Okay, so I'm playing with Nat.
Was that Stacey? If that's Stacey talking, yeah.
It is, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
then.
sorry, it's working. Yeah.
I think I've just signed
All
on
right,
the
then.
fridge base by mistake.
Kathy said that she's going to try downloading Zoom again to see if that's the problem.
All right. Well, she can always. Oh, what's happened here? Jane's disappeared now.
Yes, I signed out by mistake.
Okay. Right, I'll just wait for Jane to come back in and then
Sorry.
get underway. Actually, I'll start. Oh yeah, I'll just wait.
Amir's not even been able to get on.
Yeah, there you are. You're in.
Yeah.
Right. Okay then. So deal source. So I made these hands up today, so maybe they're not all perfect, and maybe there's not a big enough mixture, but there's a few things in here that should be useful. I hope they'll be useful anyway for going forwards in bridge terms anyway. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is right. Okay. So crack on then. So remember, play as if we're playing like in teams. That's all I'd say. Okay. Barbara to lead. Third hand plays high, Jane.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
No, I didn't think it mattered. I thought it's going to be trumped or something.
Kathy could have won that with a 10 then.
Yes.
But yeah, third hand should play high.
Yeah, I see what you mean here.
So William, is Kathy watching it on YouTube?
Yeah, she said she can hear you on YouTube.
Yeah, she's going to be 10 seconds behind though, isn't she?
Right, right.
Yeah, YouTube's 10 seconds behind. So it might be a bit tricky for her.
She's used to that with me, John.
Okay. So the first hand, you've made 10 tricks. So remember, in teams, it's really important to bid your games, even if they're a bit thin, because it's usually worth more. Okay. It just works out that way. So when partner opens a spade and then it overcalls 2 hearts, with this south hand, you don't have many points, but you've got a lot of distribution. Okay. So you quite often, when partners open the bidding and you've got 5 of their suit when it's a major, okay, so like this, it's quite often worth going straight to 4 spades, especially with this 5-5 shape. Okay, it can be very difficult to sort of find out whether you've got exactly 10 tricks or something like that, but in teams it doesn't really matter. Okay, you just go straight to game, you just bid the game. Okay,
I was reluctant because I'd only got 6 points.
yeah, that's
and I
the
was
point.
bidding at the 2 level with only 6 points. I didn't want Cassie to think that I'd got 10 points.
Yeah, I know. Well, the thing is, you've got a lot of distributional points. You've got a short 1 heart, you've got an extra spade, and you've also got a 5-card club suit, you see.
Yeah.
So you've got you've got a lot going for this hand, basically. So you don't want to miss out on games when you play teams. So these kind of distributions, you don't mess about, basically. It should just go 1 spade, 4 spades, 1 heart, 4 hearts, that kind of bidding. So if there's an intervening bid, 1 spade, 2x, then you just go straight to 4 spades, which shows this kind of hand, shows a kind of a rubbishy hand in terms of points. Okay, so bidding straight to game shows this kind of distributional hand.
Right.
Okay, so whereas in pairs, it might be that 3 spades makes on the money. Okay, with this kind of hand, you might well lose 4 tricks. Okay, I don't want you to worry about it at teams, but I want you to make sure that you bid the game, because it's very difficult to put the cards together and bid it scientifically or anything like that, so that you know that you're making 4 spades. Okay, quite often with these hands, they can make a bad lead and give you the contract as well. Okay, and another thing is that they might have 4 hearts on their way, so bamboozling them by putting a really high sort of preemptive kind of bid out there, it makes it difficult for the opposition as well. So bidding 4 spades says, I've got not a strong hand, but I've got a distributional hand. Okay, so when you bid 4 spades, you're sort of saying, I don't think slams are on or anything, but 4 spades might make due to the distributions. Okay, so on this hand, you're just going to lose a heart, a diamond, and the ace of spades. Yeah, you've only got 3 tricks to lose ever, kind of thing. All right, so it's really important on Saturday that you bid these kind of games. Don't look at your points and say, I've got 6 to 9 points. And the right bid is to bid 2 spades, with 6 to 9 points. Here you've got distributional points, extra points to the length in spades. You've got shortness in hearts, and you've got another 5-card suit as well.
John,
Yeah.
Should I maybe have bid 3 hearts?
What, with your 5 count?
Yes.
It would be a bit of a stretch.
I know, that's why I didn't. Because
the 2 heart bid isn't necessarily that strong necessarily. No. I mean, it is a 2-level overcall. She's probably got a bit more than what she's, she could have a bit less for this bid, Barbara. But it's not a great, because you don't really want the lead of the ace of hearts towards you, because you haven't got the king. If you've got a bit more and a bit more shape, then possibly you could bid, but I probably wouldn't bid with your hand. You've got a 5 count, so I wouldn't bother. But to be honest with you, you shouldn't really get the opportunity to do any bidding, because it should go 1 spade, 2 hearts, 4 spades, and that's it. You're never coming over that. Okay. So in teams, make sure you bid your games. That's the thing. All right, let's have a look at something else. Okay, so it's William, it's your lead. So 1 no trump, 3 no trumps. Have a think and then make a lead. All right, Barbara, see if you can count to 9. You got to get 9 tricks. So look at your source of tricks in each suit and try and play your strongest ones first, generally speaking. So you've still got to generate a trick from somewhere, Barbara. Little tip, the spades might look good. There you go, that's right, well done. Okay, 10 tricks, well done, Barbara. So in the play, first of all, so the bidding's right, 1 no trump, 3 no trumps. There's no point in bidding Stayman because you don't have a 4-card major, so you're not interested. So you just go straight to 3 no trumps. In the play, so you won with the ace of clubs. You can win with either hand, as it turns out. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I would have probably won with a king of clubs, if I'm honest, but it doesn't really matter that much. When you play on the diamonds, I'd play the 9 of diamonds first. Okay, just in case the diamonds are like 5-1, sort of. So play the kind of top card from the shorthand first. So play the 9 of diamonds and chuck away the 5 of diamonds. Okay, just in case the diamonds are 5-1 or something like that. Okay, so play the 9 of diamonds first. Now, the lead's really important. Now, when you've got this hand here at William's hand south, it looks obvious to play the jack of clubs. And if you don't think about it, then it kind of makes sense to play the jack of clubs. And it could be the right lead. But what I'd suggest is the bidding's gone 1 no trump, 3 no trumps. There's been no interest in a major. So when that happens, usually the left-hand opponent won't have a 4-card major. Okay. So, and if people are playing 1 no trump and they don't have a 5-card major in the hand, okay, because some people play 1 no trump that can include a 5-card major. But if you're playing a 1 no trump where you can't have a 5-card major, then there can only be a 4-card major in the right hand, and there can only be a 3-card major in the left hand, okay, because they haven't inquired using Stayman to try and find a 4-4 fit. So what I would do with these hands is quite often the correct lead is to lead a major and try and find your partner, okay? Or if you've got a major yourself, then you'd lead your major. So in this situation, when you've only got 2 hearts, there's a very good chance that partner's got 5 or 6 hearts potentially, okay? I mean, they could only have 4 if right hand opponent's got 4 hearts and left hand opponent's got 3, okay?
So 9 of hearts then.
Yeah, so what I would do is when you've got a doubleton like this, I'd lead the 9 of hearts. Now, if you lead the 9 of hearts on this hand, so it'd go 9 of hearts, 3 of hearts, and then North could actually play the 10 of hearts if they wanted to, or play a low one, okay? And then East would then win with the King of Hearts. Then when they attack diamonds, okay, you win with your Ace of Diamonds, and then you play another heart through. And now North has 4 heart tricks. Yeah. So North gets 4 heart tricks. You get your Ace of Diamonds and your Ace of Spades. So you got 6 tricks. Okay. So when the bidding goes 1 no trump, 3 no trumps, have a think about leading a major.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Does everyone get that?
Yep.
Jet. Okay. So sometimes you got this obvious looking lead, the jack of clubs, but on this occasion, the 9 of hearts, heart lead works better. Okay, because the other thing is you've not got many points as well, and so you've got to get back into your hand, which can be harder as well. When you've not got many points, also try to look for your partner. Okay, right. Let's have another look at another hand. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. Okay. Wow, this is good. Wow, expert bidding. Don't have to even talk about this hand. Okay. North to lead. Yeah. Is it North to lead? Yeah. Ooh, that's a brave lead. Right, you can claim if you want and just claim your contract. You've got all spades left. Just speed things up a bit. See if I can do it. All right. Okay. So I actually think the bidding was perfect, actually. I can't really fault the bidding. So the only possible thing is if it goes 3 diamonds, 3 spades, obviously Kathy's then decided that, you know, just bid 5 diamonds because I'm going to sort of I'm going to sacrifice anyway, because I guess the 5 diamond bid is like a sacrifice bid. Okay. But sometimes, especially, you know, on Saturday, you're going to be up against beginners and intermediates. It may be that when it goes 3 diamonds, 3 spades, it might get passed out. I mean, I think it's highly unlikely, actually. I think every East is going to bid 4 spades because, let's face it, Barbara bid 5 spades over 5 diamonds. So I hardly think it's going to get passed out 3 spades. But sometimes, rather than sort of sacrifice straight away by bidding 5 diamonds, wait until they kind of bid game first. I mean, sometimes that's an idea, but it depends on who you're playing against, basically. But 3 diamonds, 3 spades, 5 diamonds, I think is the right bidding, to be honest with you. And then 5 spades, you know, there's a potential that 5 spades could be going off, but you are vulnerable, and I think it's worth the risk. Partners bidding 3 spades sort of on their own, as it were, at that level. So I think it's okay to bid 5 spades with this hand. So the bidding, I think, is perfect. What I'd say about on the play, I would have probably led the ace of diamonds just in case there's a singleton king of diamonds somewhere. So rather than lead a low one, 4th highest, I would have probably led the ace of diamonds. Okay. Also, when you win cards, so you've got king, queen, jack, 10, you really should be sort of winning with a 10 to say that you've got the higher ones. Yeah. If you win with a king, you're kind of denying to your partner you've got the queen. I mean, on this hand, it's kind of obvious because you've bid 3 diamonds, partner's got 4. So you probably can work out that they're 1-1 and you've got all of these cards anyway. But it's sort of good to get in the habit of playing the lowest one that
The lowest winning trick.
that you can do. Yeah.
Right.
So if you're leading, you'd lead the king, but in the play, you'd play the 10. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Because if you play the king, you're kind of denying you got the queen. So, okay. So the bidding's right. Just on the play, Jane, when the second diamond gets played, okay, which you shouldn't play the second diamond because partners supported in diamonds and could well have 4 diamonds. And therefore, you know that both sides could be out of diamonds. Okay. And if you do that, you're basically given a rough and discard. So Jane, really, you should get rid of your 2 of hearts. That's a losing card, isn't it? Get rid of your 2 of hearts on the diamond continuation. And then you'll make all 12 tricks then. Oh, it's come up with 12 tricks. I've misclaimed it. It should only be 11 tricks. So you lose a diamond and a heart on the hand. But if you threw a heart away, you would make 12 tricks. Okay, so there's not a lot to discuss on that one because you bid it really well. Okay, so let's have a crack on of another hand. So we'll do 5 hands and then we'll switch over partners. Okay. Try to give count if you can, by the way. Right, okay, well played. Okay, so the bidding, really, you should open it 3 spades. It's a preemptive bid, yeah? 3 spades. Yeah, Jane? Can she hear? Have I muted everyone or something?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I did wonder about that. I'm just not very good on when to decide to do to preempt it.
Yeah, that's like a typical 3 spade opening hand.
Okay, right.
Okay, because if you open 1 spade, you're in danger then of telling your partner you got really more points than what you have. So you're best getting your hand off your chest and bid sort of either a weak 2 or you bid 3 spades or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So in this occasion, you can bid 3 spades with it. And then partner now knows you've got 7 spades, you know, and then they can make easier choices going forwards. So if it were to go 3 spades, then North can look at their hand and sort of say they've, you know, got about 9 playing tricks in their own hand. So North would probably bid 4 hearts now. And then East would again bid 4 spades. And then North has now a tricky decision of whether to go to 5 hearts or not. Now, when playing teams, I would say when you don't have much, I mean, you do have, you know, ace, king, but you don't have, it's unlikely that this second heart is going to be running. Yeah, it's unlikely that this second heart is going to be winning. So you don't have that much defense to 4 spades. So I'd be tempted then to bid 5 hearts with this North hand.
Right.
Okay. So which is difficult to do because you think you might have some sort of defense to 4 spades. And there is a danger that potentially you could go off quite a few. But if you look at this hand, how many losers have you got in it? You've got 8 winners and potentially another one in diamonds if the diamonds break, or in this situation, partner's got the queen of diamonds. Okay, so actually both teams can make 4 of a major if you play it out carefully enough. Okay, so both teams can make 4 of a major.
Should I have bid John with that hand later on?
No, you can't do anything with your hand, William.
No.
Yeah, you've done all your bidding by passing every time.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do
Got
anything.
something right. Got something right then.
Yeah, so on this particular hand, when it goes 1 spade, I wouldn't, first of all, if it does go 1 spade, I wouldn't just bid 2 hearts with this hand. Okay, Kathy, I know you can't respond to me, but normally with this hand, I would double and then bid hearts. Okay, so double is forcing usually. Okay, so if you double first and then bid hearts, then you're showing a strong hand like this. Okay, but as it turns out, it should really go 3 spades, 4 hearts. But if it does go something like 1 spade and you've got a hand like this, you should double first rather than just overcalling 2 hearts, because 2 hearts isn't as strong as doubling and then bidding hearts. Okay, so with this kind of hand, you double first because you've got a very strong hand. You got virtually sort of 9 playing tricks in your own hand. You lose 2 spades, a club, and a diamond. Okay, so the diamonds break 3, 3, 3. You've got, you know, a 3rd diamond trick.
So,
okay.
John, if Kathy doubles there, what's my bid then?
Well, it would probably go 1 spade double, and then this hand's got to do something. You might bid 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You might bid, say, a no trump with this hand, and then if this hand doesn't do anything, you kind of let off. But as you've got a 6-card club suit, you might well bid 2 clubs. Okay, I think that's fair enough to bid 2 clubs. Because remember, North's got lots of points. Okay, so they can kind of work out if it does go 1 spade double, 1 no trump, the points are kind of worked out in a way that, you know, this hand must have an opener, West must have an opener, so there must be about 12 points. There must be about 6 points here for the 1 no trump bid. This hand's doubled, and is, well, they know how many points they've got 17. So they know that when you bid 2 clubs, you can't be doing it on many points.
Yeah.
They can work that out for themselves, but when you've got a 6-card club suit, I think it's okay for you to do that. But the bidding would have then go, say, 2 spades, and then this hand would now bid 3 hearts, let's say, and now it's showing the strength that it's got. It might well just jump to 4 hearts, actually, you know, because you don't need. I mean, if you bid 2 clubs, you might well have the ace of clubs in your hand. That might be enough to make 4 hearts, you see, and especially when you're playing teams, you want to make sure you bid it. So on this occasion, it's difficult. You've both got to get to the 4 level in hearts and spades, but it's difficult for North to then decide to now bid 5 hearts. So that's a difficult one, I agree, to bid 5 hearts, because you do have some sort of defense. Although what I'd say with a 6-card suit, very rarely can you cash the two tricks, especially if one of them is preempted. So normally it would go 3 spades with this hand and then 4 hearts. Okay. So if it does preempt 3 spades, then it's more likely it's going to be a singleton heart. Okay. So then there's more case for the North hand to bid 5 hearts, because if 4 spades is making vulnerable, it's like 620. So you can afford to go 2 off. Okay. And you'd only lose 500. And even if you went 3 off, it wouldn't be a complete disaster, because you'd lose 800 points. So it's not too far away from 620. What we want to avoid in teams is going off for things like 1400 when they've got a part score on and things like that. Okay, we don't want really silly scores. But going off for 800 when they've got 650 on or something like that is not too disastrous at teams. Okay, so that's what we're focusing on is the teams play. So on here, you look at 5 hearts and think, well, I'm going to lose 2 spades, a club, and a diamond. Okay, maybe. So I can go 2 off in 5 hearts, and that'd be 500. Okay. So that's what I'd be thinking. I'm thinking that 4 spades is probably making. All right, let's have another look at something else. Well, last board with this 4. I think Kathy might have forgotten about that lurking heart. Okay, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting the bidding to go like that, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so 1 heart, 1 spade. I think 4 hearts on this particular occasion, it's a bit of an overstretch here, because you really don't have the kind of shape to sort of go 1 heart, 4 hearts. Yeah, it's when you've got like a 5-card heart suit. You've actually got quite a nice sort of holding, 3 kings and shortage in spades. So I would probably go 1 heart, 1 spade, and depending on how you play it, so you could bid sort of 3 hearts. You're kind of at the top of your range of a normal 1 heart, 2 heart bid. Okay, because 1 heart, 2 hearts would be normally 6 to 9 points, but you do have 3 kings. Okay, so that kind of improves your hand a little bit in terms of it's not like jacks and queens, although you don't have any aces as such, and you don't have any tens, so that's a detractor from the hand.
Yeah, I mean, I was risking it a bit because I thought, well,
Yeah.
Kathy, she's got at least 12 and she might have 13 points, in which case we got 25
Well,
between.
Don't forget, bridge is a partnership game, so it's up to partners to sort of decide what they want to do. So your best to do is
Probably
describe
3.
your hand. When you bid 4 hearts, you're kind of saying that you've got this shapely hand and not that many points, really. Okay, potentially. So you're just kind of punting 4 hearts, as it were. And you're saying you don't really have much defense. Okay, but actually you do have some sort of qualities to your hand. You've got 3 kings in your hand, which is usually quite good in defensive situations. So I would either bid 3 hearts if you want to play it that way. So 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 hearts. So it's a kind of like a good raise in hearts if you want to play it that way.
I was following your last instruction when you said.
I know that. I know. I gathered that. So 1 heart, 1 spade. So you can either bid 3 hearts, depending on how you play. It's partnership agreement. So if you want that 3 hearts is like sort of like a 10 count kind of thing with 4 hearts. So if you want to play it that way, that's kind of very Ackle-ish. Another way is playing 1 heart, 1 spade, and then bidding 2 spades, say, which is showing a good raise, okay, in hearts. So 1 heart, 1 spade, and then you can bid 2 spades, which is basically saying I've got a good raise in hearts. It's so you can differentiate between 1 heart, 1 spade, jump into 3 hearts, and 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 spades, showing a better raise in hearts, okay? Because you can have this hand where you can just sort of preempt, as it were. Yeah, the 1 heart, 1 spade, 4 hearts is saying I've not got a very good hand partner, but I've got distribution.
Right.
Okay, so what I wanted really to get out of this, and it didn't really come out because you jumped straight to 4 hearts. So in a way, you've done quite well on the hand. I think, what have they got on? So you can make 3 hearts. Okay, you lose a club, a diamond, and 2 spades. What I'd say about the lead, Barbara, is that North could easily have the king of spades. So you tend not to lead ace from ace, queen, jack. Yeah, you've got a nice safe lead in the jack of clubs. So I would have probably led the jack of clubs. Okay, so lead the jack of clubs, small from the dummy, and then Jane, you must play low. Because if you play the ace, you're then setting up the king and queen of clubs, and then North could get rid of a diamond from one of the hands or a spade potentially. Okay, so you'd play the jack of clubs, which would deny the queen, and it would show like a jack 10 sort of top of the sequence lead. So try not to lead your aces from ace, queen, jack. Sometimes it can work. On this occasion, it did actually work because partner's got the king of spades. Okay, so looking at this though, I was looking at this as a hand to compete because Eastern and West are non-vulnerable. So I was hoping that Eastern and West would compete to 3 spades, say. So let's say the bidding would go 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 hearts. Then West can potentially bid 3 spades, being non-vulnerable and has got some sort of a holding in spades and the ace of clubs. So they could bid 3 spades, non-vulnerable, because it's quite safe to compete. Okay, so when you're non-vulnerable, you can compete more than when you're vulnerable. Okay, if you go 2 off, say, it's unlikely you're going to get doubled in 2 or 3 spades because the opposition don't want to double you in 2 or 3 spades in case it makes. If you make in 2 or 3 spades, you're then giving them game, haven't you? So when you're non-vulnerable, it's hard for them to double you in 2 spades and 3 spades. So quite often you can bid to 3 spades knowing that you're not going to get doubled and go 2 off and lose 100, but it doesn't matter because they've got 3 hearts on, they're making 140, that kind of thing. Okay, so really that was more of a part score battle. Okay, all right, so if people want to switch out the seats and we'll get the others in. Kathy will be 10 seconds behind. I think I'll just
Well, I've just texted her.
Vacated.
Yeah.
You're sitting opposite Pat.
So yeah, Ian needs to sit north.
Are you still on Zoom?
Yeah.
Well, you want to move the bridge base.
Is Natalie on or?
Yeah.
Yeah, just sat down.
Are you West?
You've got bridge base.
Yeah.
So if Stacey sits east, yeah. So just waiting for Ian to sit north now.
Then it makes it smaller.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
Nick's
just
just,
trying to
Nick's
get
just
on.
logged in. Stace, do you want to switch, Nick?
Where?
Press escape. And it makes the screen
Nick?
small. See what's behind.
I'm just going to get a water while you're
somewhere.
working it out.
Nick, have you logged in?
I'm just logging in again. It shut me out.
In a different room, I can't see.
How are you doing, Ian? Is he managing it?
No.
But you can always can't you go on Jane's computer and just log in as Jane and they still know you're Ian then, don't we? You can do it that way.
Yeah.
That would be easier.
Just do that. So Pat, you'll be playing with Ian, but it'll be Jane's BBO. That makes it easier. Pat, are you playing on a phone or? Okay. Right, okay then. Have I moved on another hand? No, I haven't.
No.
Right, okay, next hand, redeal, sorry. So hold on a minute, just undo the bid, just open something else with that, Stacey. Just ask for an undo.
Okay.
I just play,
Yeah, it's okay.
yeah, okay, I won't say anything.
I know what I was. It was just
Yeah.
point.
Are you thinking, Natalie?
I am, yeah, sorry.
Right, okay, yeah, it's all right. Just checking.
Isn't it? How do you manage to get on? Where is he in?
Oh, you got away with murder, Nick. Natalie.
That felt like the most ridiculous bid I've ever made.
Okay.
It's all right. I'm panicking now.
Well, you're not doubled. So Pat, it's you to lead, yeah.
Ah, interesting.
Strong 10.
I weren't expecting that. That's for sure.
Too many trumps, I think.
Sorry,
Oh, I was wondering what's going on there.
I'm just planning.
Yeah.
Forgot to play.
You're not going to have much to think about, really. I mean,
I know.
still you, Stacey. You're playing it out. Yeah.
I'm out of practice. Oh.
Good card, Ian. Good card. Yeah. I think you might be able to get the rest.
It was getting in, that was the problem.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stacey.
Well, it's all right. You've got a result. You've got a result. Just
Only 'cause
claim
we
them
weren't
now.
doubled though.
Yeah, if you were doubled though, yeah, you'd be 800.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get anybody on.
Yeah, so just claim because you've got all hearts now.
Have you got to do your favourites?
No, I just couldn't
No.
get in there at all. So,
Yeah.
I mean, well, 7 is it? Yeah.
All right, yeah.
That's
So-
bad, that, considering we had 12 hearts.
Yeah, can be the case. Well, okay, so 1 heart opener. Yeah, I mean, you could open it 1 no trump if you want to play it that way. That's up to you. That's partnership agreement. Yeah, if you want
Yeah.
to do that. But okay, so you open a heart. What I would do with the south hand, Pat, rather than double, because you have a 5-card spade suit, I would bid a spade. Yeah, you do have a nice kind of double because you've got a 5-4-4, yeah, and you've got shortage in that suit. So a double describes your hand, but normally a double would sort of say you've only got 4 spades, say. So you can use a double in that situation. But when you've got a 5-card suit to bid, thing is, most of the time, your contract's going to be in 4 spades rather than say 5 of a minor. Sometimes it could be in 5 of a minor, but you're more likely to be bidding into four spades. Okay, so I would go 1 heart, 1 spade, and then with Natalie's hand, I'd probably just bid 4 hearts straight away. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you've got a very distributional hand. So you just kind of get your hand off your chest, say, I've got a load of rubbish, but I've got a lot of distribution. You got 7 hearts with partner, so I'd have probably just bid 4 hearts. Okay, it might well make, it might not. But it's unlikely you're going to get doubled in 4 hearts when you've got 7 of them and you know your partner's got 4. Okay, so I think you're fairly safe for not getting doubled in 4 hearts. And then North would then bid 4 spades. Okay. So bid 4 spades over that. The whole point of this hand was that really you can't bid 5 hearts because you're vulnerable and you're taking a risk.
Yeah, because I would have passed 4 spades.
Yeah, because you've got 7 hearts, but you've got 3. You've got a 7-2-2.
Yeah, there was 6 losers. I lost my mind.
Yeah. So, and you can't do that when you're this vulnerability. You're asking for a caning, yeah. You're going to get spanked. So really, the North hand, after it's gone a heart, a spade, I mean, I think somebody should be doubling 5 hearts. It might well make, you could have weird distributions where sometimes it can make 5 hearts, but you do have 2 aces and partner's made an overcall. So there's a good chance this is going off. Okay, and sometimes you can extract quite a big penalty when they've overbid. So with the north hand, especially after double, when it goes one heart double, which shows an opening hand, the double really, and you've also got pretty much an opening hand yourself with a 12 count. So 2 opening hands and the opposition bid into the 5 level, usually it's going off. So you've got to make sure you double these kind of contracts usually. I mean, if it makes, it makes. It means it's some weird distribution. Maybe there's 7 hearts and 6 diamonds or something stupid like that. And then there's not a lot you can do about it. But those hands are really infrequent. You've been playing bridge quite a long time, you know, over a year or 2 years. How many times do you see hands of 7, 6? You don't really see them that often, do you?
No.
Okay. So I would be with the north hand with 2 aces after partner doubles. I'd be smacking 5 hearts. Okay. So don't let them get away with it. Don't let them be unpunished for overbidding. Yeah, you got to punish them. When they're vulnerable, you've got to punish them, okay? So you shouldn't be making saves, okay, on Saturday, vulnerable against 4 spades. Yeah, don't be making saves when you're vulnerable against not vulnerable especially, yeah? Because you'll go for 800 when they've got 420 on or 450 or something
What do you
like
mean
that.
by, John, what do you mean by making saves?
A sacrifice.
Oh, I see.
You're trying to make a save. You're trying to save some points by going off in 5 diamonds or something like that. You know, especially when you're non-vulnerable, you can make these things where you bid 5 diamonds, like in the other couple of hands ago. I think Kathy bid 5 diamonds, and she made a sacrifice in 5 diamonds. Most likely, where you're going to go 3 off maximum, okay, and they've got a vulnerable game on. So you lose 500 and they've got 650. And sometimes you might only go 2 off in 5 diamonds and lose 300. Yeah, you're saying something?
If the vulnerability is reversed, is the 5 hearts the risk?
Yeah, you see, now you go off for potentially 800. Okay, where they've got 650 on, it's not as bad a bad a loss. 150 is not, is like if you think 150 is the maximum loss, okay, where here the maximum loss is like closer to like 400 kind of thing, so it's a bigger loss. You know, where the maximum loss is say 150, you know, and you could even be saving some, you know, by sacrificing. Or sometimes you can even push them up, can't you? You know, sometimes they might bid 5 spades. Of course, there is a worry on these hands where you can push them into 6 spades, because I think on this particular hand, 6 spades can actually make. Okay, so there is that worry. Sometimes you can be pushing them into a slam. So you've got to be careful of that thought as well, that you don't want to push them into a slam, because then suddenly you're having to sacrifice in 7 diamonds or something like that, where you could have just been letting them play in a game or something. So you've got to think about that as well. So just be careful when you're sacrificing, when you're vulnerable. So you just got to think about that. Okay, any other questions? Anybody? Are you happy?
Nope. Yep.
All right.
Put the computer back.
So yeah, Pat, if you just think about, you've got a 5 card suit, double we've got when you got a 4 card spade suit, and bid if you got a 5 card spade suit.
Oh dear. Going to repeat what you were just saying before. Oh dear. Oh,
If I should have bid on this one, I'm going to scream.
Okay, West to lead.
you're going to tell us we should have doubled that, aren't
Uh,
you? Similar game to what we've just done. Hmm.
line panic sets in now. Well, quite a few lessons on this hand, I think.
Just second guessing myself now. It's just silly.
Right.
Might as well claim the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can claim the rest. There's no more hearts out, and North's clubs are all good. They can just cross rough. Oh dear. This is the hand of nightmares.
Go on, where'd you start?
Whew. Right. So I think the bidding's right. One heart, double, perfect. 4 hearts. Yeah. 4 spades. I think you've got a 6-card spade suit. I think, you know, you think 4 hearts might be making, so you bid 4 spades, that's fine. And then the south hand, you think, well, North bid 4 hearts on a shapely hand. They've got about 5 hearts in the hand. So, you know, we're only going to get about 1 trick here. The king of spades doesn't look particularly great because this hand's doubled. So the ace might be on the left even. Okay, as it turns out, it's on the right. But you know they've got a good spade for it, most likely. So you can't see much defense with the south hand. And you've also got a 5-card diamond suit. So you've got some shape yourself. So Pat doesn't, you know, she's not going to go very far off in bidding 5 hearts. So I think with this kind of shape, she's well within her rights to bid 5 hearts. So I think that's a great bid, Pat. Well done. Fantastic. Oh, she's finally got into Zoom now, Kathy. So 5 hearts. Now with this West hand, I would probably double 5 hearts because I'd be thinking I don't really fancy going my partner bidding 5 spades.
Oh, right. Okay. Didn't think about
Okay, because I think I look at your hand and think I'm probably going to win with the ace of diamonds, and ace king of clubs has probably got chances as well. As it turns out, the club doesn't. Okay. Okay, so the second club doesn't actually run, but I'll be thinking I've got a good chance I've got 3 tricks here, and I don't really want partner to bid 5 spades. So when you double, you're sort of saying to partner, don't bid 5 spades. I think we can take 5 hearts off. Okay, and I don't think 5 spades is potentially making. Okay, as it turns
because when you said it's a double on that second bid, it means they've got the 4, so that's 10 between us. And I didn't really have anything else other than a singleton. But
yeah. So as it turns out, 5 spades actually can make on this hand. So
right.
Partner can double, but if they do double, then you might decide to then bid 5 spades because you are vulnerable. Okay, that'd be, you know, that's a tricky one. You know, you've got like a 10-card spade fit, don't you? Because they haven't bid a spade. and they double. So it's most likelihood you've got a 10 card spade fit. Just going back to the defense. So at the end, Natalie, so you won a spade and then partner comes back a club.
I should have took my ace of diamonds before.
Yeah. What I would have probably done, as East, rather than come back a club. Let's think. I suppose you can actually come back a club because just in case West has, say, the king of clubs or something like that. But when you play the cards, if you've got 8, 7, 6, don't play the 8. Okay, because either that's a singleton or a doubleton. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
If you're playing count, and you should be playing count, that 8 to Natalie, because that's the top one. Yeah, it's not the second highest, the 8. It's either your highest one of 2, so you've got a high-low sequence, or it's a singleton. Okay. Now, if it's a singleton, she's right to play ace, king of clubs, and then another club to give you a rough. Yeah, in fact, you've got a singleton 8, and there's 3 little clubs in the south hand. She can play ace, king of clubs, and another club, and give you a rough. Okay, so playing the 8 of clubs isn't the right card. Yeah, you need to play either the 6 or the 7, so you need to play upwards. So you can start off a mud lead by playing the 7 and then play the 8. Okay, but if you do play the 7, Natalie should win with a king and then stop playing them, and rightly, as you see, play the ace of diamonds. You've already got 2 tricks. You only need 1 more. Make sure the contract goes off. Yeah, if you make sure the contract goes off, then you lose 100. Sorry, you gain 100 and you don't lose 650, because losing 650 on this hand's a disaster. Yeah. So it's tricky to bid 5 to 5 spades. It'd be up to East to make a decision on whether to bid 5 spades or not. But make sure you take 5 hearts off. That's for sure. Yeah, you could even lead the king of clubs first of all. I'd probably lead the king of clubs on the lead just to see dummy, and then switch. Okay, so it should go king of clubs, 3 of clubs, then play the 6, and then the 4. The 6 should show a count sequence showing you got 1 or 3 of them. Okay, so you do that. You could then cash your ace of diamonds and then play a spade, okay, to make sure the contract goes off. But 5 hearts should go 1 off, and I'd probably double it, because you're thinking, I don't really fancy being in 5 spades, okay. But as it turns out, 5 spades does make you just lose a diamond and a spade, okay, because you can get rid of the 3rd club away on the diamonds. All right, so next case.
Yeah.
Oh. What have I done now?
No, nothing. I was just looking at Barbara's comment at the bottom. She said she's quite looking forward to Saturday, and now she's not sure.
I just hope none of you have technical difficulties, because the reserve is not up to par.
Trumps. 3 no trumps.
So I think I might skip Saturday.
Okay.
It's you.
What's your 2 no trumps, Stacey? Is it natural?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm just checking. Some people don't play it as natural. That's all. I'm just checking.
I'm a very basic player.
Right. So what you got to think of? If partner's got a 12 count, you've got how many points you've got?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So we're only at the 3 level, aren't we?
You've got enough to bid 3 no trumps directly. That's the point. You can take it out of your partner's hands.
I was debating whether to go to 3.
Yeah, you
but I
don't
wasn't
debate.
sure if that was that.
Don't debate at teams, just bid it.
Anyway,
Yep. Okay, so it's North to lead. Oh, sorry, South hasn't bid yet. South could bid if you wanted to. Hey. Pat, are you happy with that lead?
not changed. Oh, that's not the card I pressed, but
Doesn't matter, that's fine.
That's because I'm playing them, Stacey.
oh, sorry. I'm pressing the card thinking it's not playing. Oh no. Oh, I think I need a cider.
Has the Grand Prix started or something?
Oh, he's drilling, he's doing DIY.
That's right.
Sounds like the Austrian Grand Prix
Are
started
you
up
muted?
already.
You muted? No, actually muted on screen.
Meow.
Yes, I'm muted.
Sorry, it's somebody at this end using a circular saw outside.
Can you tell them there's an important bridge game going on and to quit it?
Can you mute me?
I'm not joking. I'd throw your ace of spades away if I were you, Pat. Yeah, just want to stick your thing on mute. I'm just gonna. I don't know how you do it.
Supposed to be muted. In Zoom.
All right, I've just done you. I've just muted you. Oh, maybe I've not muted the right one. Carry on. I haven't stopped your card playing.
I think the last two are yours.
So kind.
Well done, Natalie.
I have to redeem myself for that 5 hearts bid somehow.
Right. So, first of all, Stacey, when you've got like a 13 count, you're not interested in the majors, and partner's got a 12 count, you've got 25, just bid 3 no trumps. Take it out of their hands. Yeah, don't bid 2 no trumps in case they might pass. Okay, so just bid 3 no trumps. Okay.
I thought you needed at least 14, 15 points for that.
No, they've got 12 and you've got 13, so you've got a combined 25. You need 25 for game. Yeah? So you've got 13. You've also got a nice, I would do it on a 12 count here with a good 5-card diamond suit as well, which is a source of tricks. Okay, so a good 5-card minor is still a source of tricks in no trumps as well. So even if you had a 12 count, I'd bid 3 no trumps, especially at teams. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so 1 no trump pass, 3 no trumps. Now, obviously, Pat, you want a spade lead, don't you? Hello?
Have you muted her?
No, I don't think so. Are you there, Pat? Anyway, Pat definitely wants a spade lead. She's got ace, king, queen, jack, 10 of spades. Okay, so the way to ask for a spade lead, believe it or not, is you can just double. Okay, so it's just a technicality. If you double and like a suits haven't been bid, it asks for a spade lead. Okay, so 1 no trump, 3 no trumps, double, you want a spade lead. Okay,
Ah,
so it's just a it's just a thing. Okay,
Yeah, I've seen that
right.
before.
so double for a spade lead. Yeah, and the other thing is, even if you don't get a double here, you know, you've either got a heart or a spade to lead. So I can understand why you'd lead a heart, but you haven't got many points necessarily to get back into your own hand. And when it's gone 1 no trump, 3 no trumps, you can bet your bottom dollar that South is going to have 5 or 6 spades, and they're more likely to have some more points as well. So it might be worth leading a spade anyway, even if you weren't doubled. Okay, because they got the points and they're probably going to have the length in this suit as well. They're definitely going to have length in it, aren't they? Because it's gone 1 no trump, 3 no trumps. So I would contemplate leading a spade, but anyway, potentially with the north hand. But 1 no trump, pass, 3 no trumps, double says, please lead a spade. Yeah, and let's hope north has one. Okay, but they're most likely to have one when the bidding's gone like this. Okay, because they haven't looked for a 4-card fit. So it's just a technicality. Double in this situation shows I want a spade lead. Okay. I think this hand's gone out the window for me. Can we have some undos, actually? Yeah, just undo the hands. Can you undo? Can you go back to the bidding or not?
Yeah.
All right, so just yeah, just Ian, just ask for an undo. I don't think 2 hearts is the right bid. Yeah. Just ask for an undo, Ian, yeah. I would probably bid a no trump normal with that hand. Okay, so what I want that to show is 15 to 17, okay? 15 to 17 points. I know we've got this old-fashioned way of playing 15 to 16, but I mean, if you want to play it as 15 to 16, you can do.
feel like there's a trick here somewhere.
No. Ian, right. Oh, just want to take that 4 heart bid back because you're bidding
He
4
wants
hearts.
4 hearts. Let him have it.
No.
Oh.
Well,
Ian, if you want to play in 4 hearts, you have 4 hearts.
no, because he'll make it. I'm not sure whether he'll make it or not. Actually.
Oh, have I got to pass again?
Yeah, you've got nothing to say on your end.
I know.
South's got a decision potentially. Right. Okay. Your lead then, Stacey.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, look at the bidding.
We're in no trumps. Okay.
Your partner's doubled it.
Yeah, but she's doubled. What's she doubled? She's doubled. 4. No trumps.
Feels like she can take it off.
I'm going for that. You're probably shouting.
Oh.
Was that not the right one?
Never mind.
I'll kill you later.
Call the director, quick.
Well, they like hearts and spades, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good double, that Natalie. Good double. It's annoying when partner throws a spade away, isn't it, Natalie? So you had one, did you? Making over tricks as well now, just to rub it in. Don't worry, don't think about it too long, because rubbing more salt in the wound as well now. Yeah, Stacey, North bid a heart, so you've got to keep 4 hearts. You've got to keep parity with the North hand, haven't you? Yeah. So think about the bidding. You've always got to keep 4 hearts if they play 4-card majors, or if they play 5-card majors, you're gonna have to keep all 5 of them. Yeah. So you've got to keep parity. So I mean, it's just, you know, this is extra damage now because they've been doubled and now they've made 12 tricks. Okay, so so
Well
first
done,
of all,
Jane.
so it's Ian actually.
Oh, is it?
Oh, I think it's Ian anyway. So first of all, the bidding's right. 1 heart. If you remember Andrew Robson lesson, cold and hot taps. If you got a 4-4-4-1, you'd open 1 heart. Okay. So if you're playing 4-card majors, that is. So you open 1 heart. Pass, 1 spade. Pass. Your bid's been taken away from you. You can't do anything over 1 spade, so you just pass. And now I wouldn't bid 2 hearts, Ian, which is what you were trying to bid, because that shows like a 5-card suit. And also you got 15 to 17 points. If you just bid on the 2 level, you could just be showing like a 12 count and like 5-4, but you got 17. So if you bid 1 no trump, 1 no trump should show, well, how I like to play it is 1 no trump shows 15 to 17 and 2 no trump shows 18 to 19. It just means that if you bid, say, 2 no trumps with, say, a 19 count, it means you can still find a 5-3 heart fit or a 5-3 spade fit or something like that. It still gives you room. Whereas if the bidding goes 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 no trumps, you might have 5 hearts in your hand with a 19 count, and it might be better to play in a 5-3 heart fit. Okay, so I know I've taught a lot of you that your rebids 1 no trump shows 15 to 16. And 2 no trump shows 17 to 18, and 3 no trump shows 19. But that's a bit of an old-fashioned way of playing it. So I would advise you to play 15-17 as a 1 no trump rebid, and 2 no trumps as an 18-19 rebid. Okay, so that's just as an aside. So on the bidding, 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 no trump, 15-17. Pat, if I were you now, 9, 12. You've got a 12 count opposite a known 15. So you want to be in game. You can't bid 2 no trumps, because 2 no trumps is like, do you fancy bidding 3 no trumps, partner? Are you maximum? The point is you've got enough points. Okay, so you may well want to investigate whether partner's got a 5-card heart suit. So it might go 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 no trump, and then you might decide to bid 3 hearts with your hand to show like you've got a 3-card heart suit. And if partner does have 5 hearts, they can now bid 4 hearts, okay? But as partner's only got 4 hearts, then they should just bid 3 no trumps, okay? So you should end up in 3 no trumps. And then Natalie's double now says, partner, I want you to lead the first suit bid by South, by Pat, okay?
Right, see,
So,
I missed that. I was just
yeah.
looking at, they'd both bid hearts and spades, and I didn't want to lead one of them.
Right.
I didn't realise what the double meant in that
Yeah.
instance.
The double means lead the first suit bid, okay, by the South hand,
Right.
which is spades in this situation. Okay. So you can see if you lead a spade, Natalie will take the first 5 tricks. Okay.
Right. She lost me when she played that double, sorry.
Yeah, so that's what that double means. So if you double 3 no trumps, it means lead the first suit bid. So sometimes South can bid 2 suits. So it might go 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, let's say. And if you eventually get to 3 no trump, it still means lead the first suit that they bid, okay? Not the second suit. So that's something to think about, is if people get to a contract of 3 no trumps and it hasn't been doubled, then quite often you shouldn't lead the first suit necessarily because it hasn't been doubled. Okay, so it's like a negative inference, if you like. Oh, partner hasn't doubled 3 no trumps, therefore I won't lead the first suit. So you might well lead the second suit they bid, okay? Something like that, make a different kind of lead. Because usually
I was just leading away from them from north and south. I was trying to, hoping my partner had a fit with mine.
If partner's got clubs or diamonds, so it's gone 1 heart, pass, 1 spade. If partner's got clubs or diamonds, then they're going to double one spade, aren't they? If they've got clubs or diamonds at the 1 level to show that they've got clubs or diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they haven't got clubs and diamonds because they would have doubled the 1 spade bid.
Mm.
So, okay. Any other
Okay.
questions on that?
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Natalie, I just did not understand what that bid was.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
So the only other thing to think about is whether South should then remove 3 no trumps if it gets doubled and then bid 4 hearts or something like that, because now you know you're in like a 4-3 heart fit. But you do know the spades are really bad. So, you know, you might decide to remove 3 no trumps, okay, thinking, oh, because of this double. Okay, so that's another kettle of fish altogether. All right, let's have another look at another hand then. This might be a bit silly, this hand. It's actually a real hand, this, though.
Okay. Just adding up again. Oh. So, I can't talk to you directly, can I?
No, just have a go.
Well, I've got 2 options, I think.
Okay.
The one that we learnt in class with point count, and then the other one with card count. So,
Point count and card count.
yeah,
Okay.
point count or
Playing tricks, you mean?
yeah.
Well, if you've got game in your own hand, you could open something like that, whatever you. I don't know
That's what I was thinking, going
so
straight for game.
Is that
Or just
2
point
diamond?
count.
So that
Yeah.
could be a 2 diamond opener if that's what you want to do. If you want to investigate other things, or you could open something else. Actually, there's an alternative opening.
The only other I know is I think, is that the right one?
Depends what you and Natalie play.
I don't know what
We don't
Natalie
normally, do
plays.
we?
What I've taught, I think I taught that 2 hearts and 2 spades a week. 2 clubs can be like an 8 playing trick hand. Okay.
Oh, we did it on a point count, 2 clubs. Shows points, doesn't it, on a strong hand?
Depends what you and Natalie plays. What do you play, Natalie, with Stacey? Or
I don't normally play with her, so
all right. Okay.
so-
This is another discussion actually in the terms of it's really important that everybody, all 8 players, know what your 2 club and 2 diamond openers are, whether you how you play this. But anyway, we'll carry on. Let's assume that's a game forcing. I think you want to say that's a game forcing.
I play that as 8 playing tricks or 23 plus points.
Yeah.
20.
Okay.
Yeah, we play it as 23 plus points.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I've always played it.
Right. Okay.
And on Saturday, would we be playing Benji?
Yeah, you can play Benji. Yeah. So I would play Benji. I mean, it's up to you what you want to agree with your partner, but make sure that you know the difference between 2 clubs and 2 diamonds.
Yeah.
Some people have been taught that 2 diamonds is a week 2 as well. So it's up to you.
Yeah, that's what I'd play it as, 2 diamonds.
So it's
week
really
2.
important. Whoever you're playing with knows that. So if you open a week 2 in diamonds, let's say, and the other person thinking that's a game forcing bid, please make sure that, you know, we don't have any misunderstandings when it comes to those kind of bids. Okay, but anyway, carry on. Let's pretend that's a game forcing bid then, I guess, if you want to play it that way for now. So that's just like a waiting bid, 2 diamonds. I can't really break this 2 club bid.
I don't get that. Just, oh.
Well, 2 diamonds can usually be like a waiting bid. It's just waiting for you to describe your hand. What it says is that she doesn't have like if she had ace, king, queen, jack to 6 hearts, she could bid 2 hearts, say, to show that she's got she's got a good heart suit that she can break the 2 club bid.
But it's no reference to how many diamonds she's got.
No, it's got nothing to do with diamonds, no. It's actually quite funny now.
Thanks.
Mm.
Okay, good pass from North. Yeah, good point, Barbara. Just notice your point there. We'll have a discussion after this anyway. That's a good lead, that, Ian. Good lead, actually. Right, you can claim now, can't you?
Yeah, I was just checking that the trumps weren't going to do anything daft, but I should probably just check that they break.
It doesn't matter, does it?
No.
There's only 4 clubs out, so as long as you've drawn all the diamonds, you've got no losers. You can afford a 4-0 club
okay.
break. Right.
Oh.
Okay. This hand actually, I had this hand. Well, I was against this. I had the south hand actually on this hand, but this hand actually occurred.
Right.
I can't remember it was exactly like this, but it was something like this anyway. When I played it, trying to think how the bidding went now.
Nothing like ours.
I think the right hander bid 2 diamonds as a game force, and it went pass. The West hand broke it and bid 2 spades, which I don't agree with because it's not a great. You've got a 6-card suit, but it's not a good suit. Okay, so it went 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 3 hearts, and I can't remember now. The bidding got all the way to 7 diamonds anyway, and then the North hand then doubled it. Now, because the North hand doubled it, because the bidding had started off 2 diamonds, 2 spades, I then led my Queen of Spades. Okay. So the contract made basically because North wanted a club lead. So you've got to be careful on these kind of things. So let's pretend that the auction gets to 7 diamonds and it started off, say, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. And they get
So
to 7
should I have
diamonds.
rebid then to 7 diamonds, one's partner?
Sorry?
Should I have rebid to 7 diamonds or should partner?
Is that Stacey talking?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, yeah. Well, the thing is, once you've made like a game force opening bid, and then you've bid game, Natalie's not obliged to sort of do anything else, kind of thing.
So when should I have just gone straight to 7 then? Because that's I could only see 11 tricks in my hand,
but there's a good chance. I mean, you should definitely go to 6, shouldn't you? It looks like you're going to have 4 club tricks probably after playing ace, king, queen, and another club. It's unlikely that someone's got 5 clubs. Someone might have 4 clubs to the jack, 10, whatever. So you should always be making 6 diamonds, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little bit harder to bid 7 diamonds, but you should definitely make bidding 6 diamonds at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but just going back to this point anyway, so if it opens 2 diamonds, 2 spades, and then you eventually get to 7 diamonds, when that gets doubled, I'm always going to lead a spade because I think my partner's out of spades. Okay, because it's gone 2 diamonds, 2 spades, just like on those other contracts where it's gone 1 no trump, 3 no trumps. We've said that it should lead a spade. And when it's gone 1 heart, 1 spade, and eventually 3 no trumps gets doubled. you want a spade lead because it's their first, it's West's first bid is a spade. So when you double, that says lead that suit. Yeah. So when this gets doubled in 7, don't blame South for leading a spade. Yeah. And obviously North doesn't want a spade lead. Okay. So let's say it gets to 7 diamonds. Now, if it gets to 7 diamonds and you've got an ace, should you lead it or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So if they bid to 7 diamonds, then surely, and they bid it on their own. Okay. So East has bid it on their own. It's unlikely they've got a singleton in that suit. Yeah. So if you've got an ace, then it's probably they've got a void in that suit, which they have in this situation. They shouldn't be bidding to 6 to 7 diamonds with a card in that suit, especially when the partner's bid given no help whatsoever. Okay. So there could be no points in the other hand. So they shouldn't be bidding to 7 diamonds when they could potentially say double 6 hearts and extract a penalty. There's no point in bidding to 7 diamonds where it's going to go off 1 because you've got a heart in your hand. So again, I wouldn't lead a heart. So let's say the bidding you got to 7 diamonds. I wouldn't lead a spade because they bid 2 spades. I wouldn't lead the ace of hearts because they wouldn't be bidding to 7 diamonds if they had a heart in the hand. And I wouldn't lead a diamond. So on that sort of logic, I'd then lead a club. Okay. Because you can't lead the other 3 suits. And if you lead a club, obviously you take it off in this situation. See, so you've got to be careful when you double things. Okay, what the meaning of the double is. It's usually lead the first suit bid by the dummy hand. Yeah. Now, what I would probably do with this hand, with East hand, I'd have probably just opened 7 diamonds. Okay. Now, it's unlikely this hand's going to turn up. But if you do, say, get a spade lead, after you've played a load of diamonds off, let's say you play, the top 6 diamonds off. Okay. If West doesn't have the hand they've got, it's very difficult for the North and South to hold on to 4 clubs in the hand. If you knock off 3, 4, 5, 6 diamonds, yeah. So if you get a spade lead and you win with the ace, and then you knock off 6 diamonds, it can be quite difficult for them to hold on to all, to hold on to the hearts and all the clubs. So that's why I would probably open, and that's a silly hand, but it did actually happen this hand. I would probably open 7 diamonds with this hand. I wouldn't mess about with it. I'll just bid 7 diamonds with it. And then obviously North has got a decision to make of whether he sacrifices in 7 hearts. Okay. Now with a void in his hand in clubs, and he's got 2 diamonds, he knows that this hand can't have 13 diamonds in the hand because he's got 2. So you might think, uh-oh, I'm not going to bid 7 hearts because if partner leads a club, I can take this straight off. So, yeah, it's a bit of a bonkers hand. Let's move on to something else. It's a fun hand anyway. But it has illustrated a couple of points, actually. So make sure you know what you're playing with your partners. Make sure you know that whatever 2 spades is, whatever 2 hearts is, whatever 2 diamonds is, whatever 2 clubs is, make sure you know what you're playing with your partners before Saturday. Okay, we don't want any misunderstandings with those kind of bids. Okay, make sure you know what you're playing.
Okay.
As long as you've got partnership agreement, that's the main thing. Okay, so we'll make this the last hand then, I think. Two spades is your bid, Ian. Just give you a little hint. 2 spades.
Well, that takes my bid away.
Does it?
Yeah, because I was going to do something else.
You can, okay. I think you can still do something else.
That one?
No.
No. Shall we undo it and just keep going?
I think you can double with your hand. Yeah, just undo that.
I'm not used to these doubles.
Double for takeout, yeah. Are you happy to play in any suit? Yeah.
Mm. No. Does that double force my partner to do something then? It must
No, well,
force it.
they can choose what to do. You've shown a strong hand with your double. Okay.
Yeah.
The two spades, one spade, two spades, and then double. You've shown a strong hand. You've shown like a sort of 17 count with happy to play in any suit at the 3 level. Okay. As providing you can find a fit with partner. That's what that double means. And it usually shows a 4-card heart suit.
Okay. Oh. So why would partner redouble? Asking me the same question.
What? No, they've doubled for penalties. You've done your hand. You've bid your hand, and now partner's decided, I think this is going off.
Okay. You can tell these play more than me. A lot more, I think.
I don't think so. I think this could end up being the opposite of the earlier hand. But we'll see what goes down.
So count your tricks, South. Count your losers.
Nope, you're going to need those.
Yeah, I don't think you'd normally play that card there, Stacey. If South's got ace queen, then you'd cover the 8 with the 9 or something like that, or the jack. But carry on, doesn't matter. Oh, Pat. What are you going to do with that 4 of diamonds, Pat? Should have just roughed it. Yeah. Okay, so you shouldn't go 2 off. You should just go 1 off there because you just play a diamond and rough with the jack. Okay, so you went 2 off. You should really only go 1 off. Potentially there with 5 little spades, I'd probably just lead a spade. I think, Natalie. It just cuts down the roughs. I know there's a temptation to lead a club.
Right, really early on.
Yeah. I know there's a temptation to lead a club, but when partners double for the other 3 suits and you've got helping hearts, yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't look for a rough. I'd even maybe start even a forcing sequence. So if you start with a 2 of hearts, because what actually you don't really want roughs in a way. If you've got 5 of them and you start a forcing sequence, so you force them to rough, you can possibly, as it turns out, actually, if they make all their spades separately, they could make 8 spades and 2 aces potentially, I suppose, if they can make their spades separately. That's why I'd probably just lead a spade, you know, because you know that they're going to break 4-4 or 5-3. Okay, so I would, knowing partner's got the other 3 suits, I'd probably lead a spade. That way you're getting 2 for 1, aren't you? Every time you lead a spade. Yeah. And I think that'll probably prove dividends. So it should go 1 off. The thing about this I just wanted to illustrate is, so how did the bidding start? A spade, pass, 2 spades. So first of all, I'd bid 2 spades with the north hand because you've got a singleton. I know you're normally meant to bid with, like, if we're playing 4-card majors, you're meant to support with a 4-card suit. But this is where you can sort of bend it a little bit because you've got a singleton, so you've got roughing potential. So rather than bid a no trump, it's probably better off here to bid 2 spades. It usually works out that South, when they open 1 heart or 1 spade, they quite often have a 5-card major anyway. So you're not lying about your points. You've got like a 6 count. So I'd bid 2 spades. Okay, so, and then this hand doubles. Now the South hand, I wouldn't go on any further. I might bid 3 spades, let's say, but I certainly wouldn't bid 4 spades. Okay, because North's only bid 2 spades. They're only showing a weak hand. Okay, and you've only got like a 14. So you've got a maximum of 23. Okay, so sometimes, yeah, you might make 4 spades, but when this hand doubles, now it's more likely that the spades are going to break badly as well. So when you're up against a bad break, you've got less chance of making a game. Okay, so I wouldn't go rushing to 4 spades. You could be up against a penalty then. So that, let's say the bidding goes 1 spade, pass, 2 spades, double, pass. Now, the thing to not do here is, oh, I think I've got 5 spades, I'm going to pass 2 spades. Okay, you can't do that with a very weak hand. You could see that 2 spades easily makes, so you can't just pass. So make sure you don't pass these kind of doubles here of 2 spades, okay, because it's doubling into game. You can only really leave penalties when you've got really good trumps at a low level. So with 5 of them, you might not win a single spade trick, okay? And they can easily make 2 spades because of the distribution and the fact that partner's got no spades. So I would, when you're forced to bid here, don't pass 2 spades. So always bid something like 3 hearts, and then the contract could go anywhere from there. They might decide to bid 4 hearts. Okay, I don't know if that makes or not. That's quite a tricky make. The hearts break 4-1. So it is quite tricky. Whether that makes or not, I don't know. Okay, it's a close one. But the point is on this hand is don't leave somebody in a penalty double at the 1 or 2 level with only a few little spades. Okay. Now when they bid to game, I think it's fine for you then to double them in 4 spades because you know your partner's got about a 16 count. So you know that the points are balanced. They've got about 20 each. And also you know that the distribution's bad for them. So Natalie, you came up with a good double, yeah? So once they bid to game, it's kind of okay to double them, okay? Because they can't do anything about it. You should only really double contracts if it's not going to impact the way they're going to play the contracts out. In other words, they can't really do anything about it. If you double something and that gives them information of the suit's breaking badly and they can take a certain finesse a different way or do something differently because of the double, you're giving them information where they can play it a different way and then they might end up making it. Okay, so you want to avoid that kind of double where it gives it too much information away. Okay, so I think that concludes tonight. So it's really important for Saturday that all the pairs know what your 2-level bids are. Okay, and another thing I would look at is how to. I did a video on exit transfers on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, that's basically because we're playing a weak no trump. Sometimes it might go 1 no trump double. Okay, so it's really important you know how to escape from a 1 no trump double contract, because that's another position where you can lose a lot of points. So have a look at exit transfers, that might save you some points, but also make sure everyone knows the partnerships of what your 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts and 2 spade bids mean. Okay, because we don't want to lose points on a bidding misunderstanding because you play different conventions. Okay, so is everyone clear on that?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, kind
So
of.
good luck for Saturday. I think
John, do
I've
we
sent
log into Zoom as well as Bridge Base?
for Saturday.
Yeah, I've not done this before.
Zoom's got nothing to do with it. No.
No, so
you'll just
nobody will
log
be
in.
talking to us.
You'll just log into. I'll just go and stop this recording now. You'll just log into Bridge Base at a particular time. So what's it? 10:45 start on Saturday.
10 o'clock. I thought it was.
Is it?
No, I think it's 10:45, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was 10:45.
That's just me then. Don't
I
worry.
think it's 10:45. I'm not sure exactly what's happened because I haven't actually set up a Teams match before, so it's going to be fun for me as well. But basically what will happen is in the first, I think we're just playing 16 boards. So the first day will be, 2 of you will be up against 2 of them, and you'd be sort of as a kind of teams match. Okay, that'll be 1 teams match. And in the second 8, you'll switch around so that you'll play 2 more people, but it'll kind of get switched around a little bit. So you're not playing. Actually, it might be. I don't know if it's 2 lots of 8 or 4 4s. I can't remember. Okay, but I think it's 2 lots of 8. Okay, so I would have a look at how teams is scored. I did another video on that as well on YouTube on pairs versus teams. There's some stuff on that about how to play out certain contracts and stuff. All right, but if you've got any questions, just WhatsApp the group or WhatsApp me directly and have a look at those videos that I've done on YouTube on the pairs and team stuff. And I'll try and put this up as well so you can have a look at other things. But it's also important to make sure when you make your bids, think so when partners open 12 to 14 no trump and you've got no trumps, yeah, just go straight to game. Yeah, 1 no trump, 3 no trumps in those situations. Don't give partner the opportunity to pass when really you've got enough points to make the game. Okay. Right. All right.
Okay.
So,
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, John.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, Barbara, it should be random boards on Saturday.
Right.
I'm not sure where the boards are from actually. I haven't a clue. So yeah, it might be from a previous session at Bury Athenaeum or something like that. I'm not sure, but you won't have played the boards, so okay. Right,
Okay.
all right then.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Sleep tight, everybody.
Thank you.
Give it something to think about.
Yeah.
Right.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.